Alright class, does anyone know what plot means or how it relates to a story? A plot is a sequence of events, the why for the things that happen in the story. The plot draws the reader into the characters' lives and helps the reader understand the choices and actions that the characters make. A plot structure is the way in which the story elements are given. There are certain literary elements that go into a plot. They follow the plot structure. The first is exposition. Exposition is an introduction of the characters and setting. It is the information needed to understand the story, the who, what, and when. Next is the inciting incident, which is the beginning action that starts the plot. From there comes the rising action. The rising action is the point of the story where the events build up and catalyst to a series of conflict. Climax is the next element in the plot structure. It's the most exciting point in the story. It's the point of tension and the turning point in the story that occurs when the characters try to resolve all conflict. Climax resolves and the following action begins. The following action is the part of the story where the character deals with the results of his decisions and starts towards solving all conflict. Resolution is the solution to the conflict and is the set of the events that bring the story to a close. As we have gone over the literary elements of plot development, I am now going to show you an example of a plot diagram using the storyline of Cinderella. The exposition for Cinderella would be that Cinderella lives unhappily with her stepsisters and their stepmother. The inciting incident would be that the invitation for the palace ball arrives and that Cinderella is not invited. The rising action or conflict would be that the fairy godmother appears and provides Cinderella with clothes, coach, and a footman. Cinderella goes to the ball and dances with the prince. The climax for Cinderella would be that Cinderella has to leave the ball hurriedly at midnight and loses a slipper. The prince says he will marry the woman whom the slipper fits. The falling action for Cinderella is when the stepsisters try to force their feet into the slipper, but it fits Cinderella. The resolution would be that Cinderella and the prince get married and live happily ever after. To help you remember plot development, I am now going to teach you a rap song, so get ready to follow along. Now the plot unfolds in 5 different phases. I'll try to get you through it in just a few phases. Take you all the way from beginning to end, but you've got to listen close or rewind again. Before action happens, we've got the exposition where the author can establish or begin a definition of the characters, the setting, and yes, the point of view, and once that's all established, we can move to phase 2. The rising action, a period of conflict and crisis. This part is unpredictable, it's full of surprises. So open up your eyes as wide as they can possibly be. After this, we're going to hit phase 3. Which is the climax, the high point, a moment most intense, a turning point, a major culmination of events. After that, there really isn't much more. We got it in the story, so let's go to phase 4. We've got the denouement, that's what they call the falling action, and hopefully it leaves you with a sense of satisfaction. Because phase 5 is the end, it's called the resolution, tying it all together, and we've come to the conclusion.
I had ants in my pants, I did the boogie dance, and there was nothing to do but laugh. So I made another leap, hoping to sweep you off your feet. I said, baby, maybe we could boss this joint and see if my place is open to chill.